Hi, International Concertina Association from New Zealand. Paul McCann and Pauline Desnu have both showed interest in the Concertina Nova, and Paul asked me whether I had any ideas I'd like to suggest to the association as to how they might like to help. Now, I've written down a few ideas, and I thought it was easier to do a video than to type it up. Now, first of all, it's a good idea if you can join the Facebook group called Concertinas Are Cool, because that's where the discussion is taking place. The Concertina Nova, if and when it arrives, will be yours. It's ours. It's not just me. And I'm kind of scared. I do have fairly clear ideas of what, generally speaking, it's going to be like. But you have a lot of experience of playing instruments, and like this canal that I've got here. And I've got all kinds of blind spots. Now, fortunately, we've got Goran Ram, who's an expert in ergonomics for the handpiece, so we can review what the handpiece will be, so he can help us with that. But you may even disagree with some of the things he says, and you can put comments into that Facebook page and say, no, you don't realize this, and he will listen and I will listen. Similarly, we hope to get an expert in MIDI electronics and all the electrics of the thing. So we're going to be talking about putting speakers into it and having battery and so on. It'd be good if you can observe that, make comments, criticize us if you like, add extra ideas. That would help a lot. Being in that Facebook group called Concertinas Are Fun. I know some people don't want to use Facebook, but you can limit your involvement in Facebook and just be in that group and only contact people you want to. But there you would be amongst us, talking about it and making sure that it really arrives in a very good condition when it's finally made. You might even have some specialists you'd like to bring in. At the moment, we're really concentrating on making the thing so that it works. It's totally self-contained, battery, speakers inside it. You take it around a campfire and take it on the bus at school and so on. And it's only $300 to buy, so any kid can buy it for school. We have maybe thousands of them being bought instead of just a few specialists paying, $1,000 or $3,000 for a good instrument. The kind of people, the kind of people we might like to have is plastics experts, because it's likely the Concertina Nova will be 3D printed. That'll make it really cheap. Cut a long story short, you go online, download the drawings for it, send it off to a print shop. They'll print you most of the parts of Concertina Nova, and hopefully you can put it together yourself. And I hope that we design it to be really easy to put together, easy to fix and so on, unlike our current traditional ones, which have hundreds of parts and very complicated and expensive. So if you happen to know about 3D printing or plastics, that'd be good. Musicality, if you know a lot about music. I'm no expert in music. I love playing with concertina. I play it every day and I play out and so on, but it's good to have a team of people where a lot of people say, oh, you don't realize that the harmonics of that won't work if you do that, so how about changing it? That would help. As I said, aesthetics would be good too. If you have people that know how to make the thing look beautiful. Goran probably will make it very nice to play with your hands, but we may be able to talk him into making it look beautiful as well, rather than clunky. Finally, when we've got it going, we may need market assessment. Who's going to buy it? Your comments would be welcome there. You say, well, school kids will like it. These people will, these people won't. That sort of thing. Media and advertising. If you're into media and advertising, you might be a help to us. You might run a school. You might be a school principal or a teacher. You say, I know the kids would love this. Your opinions there will be valuable, because I haven't got that experience and you might have. Music shops, if you run a music shop, maybe there's concertina stars that you know about, and you could say, hey, how about you use it in public when you're doing it and make it sound glorious, and that'll help us send it around so that it gets popular with everybody. Other Facebook groups, maybe you're in another Facebook group, you might like to bring members into the Concertinas Are Cool. And finally, the other idea I had was, if there's money involved, it shouldn't be too much money at all to design it and so on. Maybe if there's somebody who knows a lot about crowdfunding to raise funds, that would be good. But I'm reluctant to get into money much. I'm doing everything I do free, and it's being an open source project. That means everybody does everything free. All the results are made public. Anyone can use them. And that's the beauty of it. The whole aim of it in the final scene is that people can express themselves using the concertina even better than they do now with their traditional instruments. The traditional instruments will of course continue. People still love those, the mahogany or wood that they're made of, the sound, the feel of the bellows. we'll try and carry as much of that forward as we can. But I'm sure Mr. Wheatstone and Lacanal would just love to see the day when the instrument was upgraded after 180 years of not really being changed substantially to be made into an electronic instrument whose sound is as good as or surpasses the best of our concertinas now. Just in the same sort of way that, dare I say it, the acoustic guitar was replaced by the electric guitar and became a different instrument. We still have the acoustic guitars, but we also have the electric field. So the Concertina Nova will offer all of that and more. Easier to play, beautiful sounding, and of course not just the concertina voices, but all the voices. A voice of a flute, pipe organ. Maybe it's a terrible version, we won't do that. Some of those sounds are travesties, but you know what I mean. Many different voices, all in one box, speakers inside it, battery powered, take it in a backpack, go anywhere. So if you're interested in that, please join the Concertinas Cool Facebook page, put your ideas in, because your opinion, you may have some ideas that critically change the way the concertina arrives and is spread throughout the world by thousands of users of it. All right, thank you for listening to me, and I'd love to hear from you if you join the Concertinas Cool Facebook page. Bye for now.